I'm Twilight Sparkle. Welcome to my Hot Minute. Well, with a talented friend like Rarity, everything fits perfectly. Not unless you count falling on my face sweet. I don't know how Rainbow Dash makes everything look so easy. Fluttershy told me to mimic Hummingbird's gentle wing care habits for longevity. But Rainbow Dash told me if I do 200 wing-ups a day, I'll be a champion and a princess in no time. I think I'll just have to find a balance between the two. Well, I can, but only for about a second. I think I'd still rather he didn't. Magic, and reading about magic. Oh, I don't know. I like them all so much. How could I possibly choose just one? I would love to go back and see Princess Celestia and Luna growing up together as young fillies. Oh, well, Spike's famous nachos are flickin' good. The elements of harmony, of course. Spending time with my friends, and this pony can never read enough about the bold and brilliant Star Swirl the Bearded.
Labor Day, everybody in the United States. For everybody else in the rest of the world, happy day. We're like at the cusp between like Monday and Tuesday for some people, so it's like happy day. But yes, I hope everybody in the Americas is having a great and wonderful Labor Day. Of course, it's a bit of a holiday which celebrates working. So we take the day off. Go figure. But no, honest.
I normally have Mondays off anyway, so.
Well, I don't. But in any case, it was nice little breather to have a Monday off and just goof around a little bit. Well, technically it worked. But in any case, hello everybody, and I hope you all enjoyed your Mondays, whether it was Labor Day filled, sleep filled, relaxing filled. Either case, welcome to another episode of The Brony Show. We are at episode 360. Why is that special? Because it's 360. It just sounds like such a round number, doesn't it? I like it. We've got... Oh, the Brony Show's gone full circle. You know what that means? We're gonna... Well, actually, now we're gonna have to go back to live stream. We're going to have horrible audio quality, and we're not gonna back up our archive, so we're gonna lose about 7 episodes.
Oh no. What a tragedy.
No. We have to then go to 1... and then go 1x.
No, we are not doing that. We are not going that route. Besides, I'm pretty sure Microsoft would probably come down on us somehow. But yes. In any case, we're here to bring you all the fun and silliness of the bird community for this weekend. Boy, there is a lot of it. Every week, I'm always surprised how much comes out and how much I basically have to try to cram into every single show here, and it is not letting up. If anything, the show finally ending will actually give me a chance to catch up on things at this rate, because I cannot keep up. I'm barely scraping the surface of the big, giant art box of stuff that we have not touched. It's got 3 years worth of dust, maybe even 4. I don't know how much dust. It's got a lot of dust because there's a lot of stuff in there. I'm pretty sure there's stuff in there that's no longer relevant, which really sucks because I kind of would want to tell people about it, but I didn't. So
Better wear your mask. There might be asbestos in there.
Yeah, it's not that old.
No, this was after we checked.
It's not rock. Yeah, it's rock. It's a rock now. It's not even dust. We're dealing with rock. Thank you, Alt Rocker.
Layover rock.
It's just layover rock, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and warm up our vocal cords and talk a little bit about our daily lives. And what better way to do that than to give our soapbox of What's Up, Brony? And before I go ahead and hand the soapbox over to everybody, while Toa quickly keeps kicking people off of it just to say his random pieces, I do have a quick what's up on my part. I am going to the Salt Lake Fan X convention this weekend. It's actually coming up in just a few days. Of course, it used to be the Salt Lake Comic Con. However, there's pending litigation regarding that. So currently, it is called Fan X, which
I think the main reason they did that is just because it sounded too similar to San Diego.
No, it's because San Diego sued them for $4 million because of copyright name infringement. And right now they're winning. There's a lot of crap going on if you actually do the digging in. You don't want to do the digging. It's kind of messed up, to be honest. But in any case, it's now called Fan X, which in all honesty suits it better because it has things to do with comics, but it has things to do with everything. From gaming, pop culture, anime. I mean, they're gonna have the freaking Power Rangers. They're gonna have 3 out of the 4 people that voice of Ruby main characters. They're gonna have Mario's voice actor there.
Oh no!
No.
So Rooster Teeth's gonna have a presence over there since
Yeah.
you said Lindsay Jones is gonna be over there.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't Lindsay?
Lindsay Jones plays Ruby.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I believe Lindsay Jones is one of them. Yeah, hold on. Let me get the page up here. So yeah, I guess we're doing a little bit of self promotion here. Click. That is not self promotion. That's
Lindsay Jones plays Ruby. Barbara Dunkelman plays
Blake.
Blake. Does she play Blake or no? She plays Yang, doesn't she?
I thought it was Blake.
okay. So yeah, let's see. We got Aaron Zech, or Zek. I'm hoping I pronounced that right one way or another. Let's see. Oh, Jess Harnell. How could I forget him? Which is funny because we always have Wacko. It's awesome. It really is. Kara Eberly. And,
Weiss.
That's Weiss, yeah.
Yeah, Weiss.
Oh, you have freaking Palpatine.
Oh, and Lindsay Jones.
Dude, you got Johnny Young Boss and
Yeah. We got
Ian McDermott.
Yeah, we got Ian McDermott. No, that's not who I'm excited for. I'm excited for Kel Mitchell. We got Kel Mitchell, man.
Who?
Kel from Keenan and Kel,
Keenan
man.
and Kel.
You know, welcome to Good Book, home with the Good Book. I can't take it water.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, we also got Johnny Yon Bosch.
As I said, you have Johnny Young Boss and Ian McDermott. I am jealous.
Yeah, there's a lot of awesome people, but yeah, we got a lot of people coming. But you know, there's so many different things here that it really does make more sense to just call it Fan X instead of a comic convention because it's beyond comics at this point, well beyond it. Well, that's a whole nother tirade in general. But yeah, this is exactly what I'm going to. Oh yeah, we got Dolph Lundgren, but yeah, I could keep going. You can literally go through this. There's so many people. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this coming weekend from Thursday to Saturday. So you don't have to worry, though. This is local, my own hometown. I'm going to be able to just go out there, have my fun, come back, and relax and enjoy myself. And there will be a show next week. And it will be the same normal every show that we have. Unless I feel like phoning it in. But I don't, usually.
But this time you might.
This time I might not.
You never know. It's chaotic.
Though I really, part of me really wishes I still had my original box copy of Super Mario 64. Would
Can I sign it?
Yeah, Charles Martinet signing the original box of Super Mario 64. That would have been so awesome. I mean, you can't tell me that wouldn't be awesome.
It'd be great.
I know, right? But yeah,
also, you got Billy Zane there, the original Xehanort.
But if anybody's really curious, and apparently the pre-show's talking about a hurricane going up in Florida right now.
That's been going off like a week. So
yeah, it's actually going to be. It should be hitting it.
Dorian Gray.
It should be hitting it tomorrow, actually, from the looks of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, those of you
it's pretty much going to go. It looks like they're predicting it to go up pretty much the east coast of Florida, go right up the east coast of general.
Okay, and
so like normal.
Like directly on the east coast. It's not gonna it's not gonna spur like completely off.
But yeah, that is pretty much what I'm going to be doing. So, hooray for me. However, I can't take up all the soapbox here. So, what are you guys up to, or any quick announcements or fun things going on?
I just finished printing dragon scales and they look nice.
Tomorrow's gonna suck because I got orders from what they didn't catch on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'm gonna have to do on Tuesday. And cool thing though today is I gone and talked to guys that fix up vehicles just on their downtime and for a living. And they told me a lot of neat tricks and tips on how to hide your modern stuff that you throw into the cars. And just a bunch of extra tips. I mean, we talked for almost an hour just about stuff, and it's pretty cool. So.
Alright. Actually, I'm going to quickly switch over to our chat room things here because our chat rooms are going nuts right now with all of the stuff I was talking about. So, yeah, let's see. If Black Rifle Coffee? Wow. Really?
What's Black Rifle Coffee doing here?
I don't know, but I'm going to take a look into that. Well, does anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on with them?
Not me.
Not me.
Alright, well, I guess it's a pretty peaceful week altogether, but it's a holiday week, so that's always good. Ooh, this looks awesome. I like this, huh? And, of course, I have a Labor Day sale going on right now. Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, busiest day of the year for the people that don't work that day.
You know what? It's actually close enough to Salt Lake. Maybe I could try to make a run down by it on my way over to the comic convention. Actually, start off the con with a big old cup of Black Rifle coffee.
All right.
All right, I gotta get. Thank you, Prog Alt Rocker. And the hurricane will make landfall around Christmas. You know, as much as you joke about that, I honestly wouldn't doubt that either.
No, I think there's a place in either Carolina, Florida that's named Christmas.
No. I don't doubt that there might be a place called Christmas. I'm just not. I'm pretty sure it's just making fun of the fact that it seems to be taking forever for it to hit land because they've been talking about it for what, a week now?
Oh, almost a week and some.
Yeah. Well, at least it's good. Hopefully it means that people are getting prepared. Hopefully it means people are getting prepared and getting the hell out of. Well, it's Florida. I'm not expecting much.
Florida man will stop it.
No. Am I the only one that kind of hopes that we see some footage of the hurricane and we just see this Mickey Mouse costume suddenly flying off into the tornado? I will be back.
I'll be back.
It's got Mickey Mouse, but it's got like half metal Schwarzenegger. Red eye thing going on. Dun, 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 I'll be back for.
You know what?
I'll be back for Sony.
You know what? That makes sense. No, sorry. I was looking up Wikipedia. Christmas, Florida is not a town. It's a census-designated place in Orange County, Florida. It is part of the Orlando-Kissimmee Metropolitan Statistical Area.
That is a mouthful.
Wow.
So it is pretty much right there where Disney World is.
Oh my god!
You want to know the real sucky thing? People went down there because Star Wars Land opened, and now those people that didn't know about it beforehand kind of like, well, shit.
Well, hey, Prog Alt Rocker, I hope you actually managed to pull it off. It sounds awesome. I would actually like to work in a coffee place. I would actually like to own a coffee place. Then again, at this moment, I almost want to work at McDonald's instead of where I'm at, but it doesn't pay me enough. But anyway, yeah.
Just come with me and work in a scrapyard.
You know what? I actually would. I honestly would. At this point, I would honestly do it. I wouldn't even hesitate.
Yeah. The thing is, would you be able to keep up the physical strain?
Are you kidding me? I could keep up a physical strain more than most people ever imagine. Granted, I need to lose some weight because my own body's a physical strain at this rate, but...
By the way, boss, I almost make $10 an hour, and I've only worked there a year.
Moving on. Actually, let's go ahead and move on here. We kind of went off tangent, didn't we? Not that it wasn't a fun tangent. let's go a little bit into news, and oh boy, did the news get interesting. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go ahead and get into spoiler territory. Now, I do have to warn everybody, we are not actually going to spoil anything, but this is going to contain possible future spoilers for you to be aware of so you can avoid, or in this case, maybe the lack of them. Because apparently, China has pulled several of the early airings of the MLP episodes from their schedule. They're originally set to be way ahead of us with the season finales and everything, and it would be done by about September, but late September, and now it's gone. They pulled them out. So nobody's. It's kind of funny because after this whole the Netherlands explosion because of the leak, it's kind of gotten really weird lately, with all these listings getting pulled all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's kind of strange, but then again, I have seen little blips of the final, I think, before epilogue on YouTube, just because people be that way.
Yeah. No, you want to know what happened? Lawyers got involved, calls were made, and people shit their pants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You know, I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. So.
And besides, we all knew one of the things that were happening because of the opening.
Well, let's leave that alone. Let's leave that all alone for people that are actively avoiding altogether. But so at the moment, in this call. Oh well, yeah, yes. So at the moment, other than episodes in Dutch, any English releases of these episodes has effectively been quashed so far, and actually might see it through to its finale. So. We actually might get the season finale in English at a reasonable rate instead of being dumped on all at once. Which
what about Australia? What's going on down there?
I believe that got pulled already too. In fact, that was what we talked about last week, that it got pulled. Mm-hmm. So Australia got pulled. China just got pulled. So there's a lot of question going on here. But I for one, am actually kind of happy about this, in all honesty. As much as I know people want to get it over and done with, and they want to see everything, and they hate waiting. It's a lot nicer to be able to anticipate the taste, though. My Derpy Boru is still full of spoiler tags because of the Netherlands episodes, but leaving that aside.
Also, just put into perspective how far ahead some places were. The episode that we are talking about today, I was reading some stuff in the Otaku spoilers chat back at BronyCon.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and move on here because that's not the time to talk about this. We're talking about this.
Well, I didn't say anything beyond. That's why I saw it.
We're moving on.
Moving right along.
Moving right along here. Speaking of specials being released, unfortunately, there has been some early. Well, I guess you can kind of call it early release. Depends. It looks like in the Ukraine, an Equestria Girls Holiday Unwrapped special did get aired. Now, I did not watch this. In fact, I only went so far as to see how long the video was, just to determine what kind of special we're dealing with. But it is a full-blown 45-minute special. So, we still got another full-on Equestria Girls special that is coming down the pipe, and we'll probably be seeing it sometime here in the next month or so. Because, let's face it, holiday specials usually kind of air around October.
Weirdly enough.
Hey, just remember the Viva Reverie thing of 1 minute, it's Halloween! After midnight. Oh, it's Christmas.
How could I forget? I play that every single year around the same time October ends, except for maybe this October because I'll actually be flying back from Wisconsin. It's not that China gives a rat's ass about copyright law. They don't. They don't care a lick about it. It's not an issue of copyright. It's an issue of distribution. The thing is that they can't distribute it, and that they're all power to them if they do. But the thing is that Hasbro could have could have basically said that you do this, we're going to pull a lot of business, if not all business, out from you.
And given the fact that a lot of stuff's made in China,
Well, a lot of Hasbro stuff is made in China.
well, you know what I mean, though.
And essentially, they could have had something else threatened over their head to get them to fall into line, or maybe they finally got the half-drunk person that was at the controls away from them for once. I don't know.
That's not our department. Our department is to give criticism and enjoy the show.
Don't worry, Prague. I will definitely let them know. I'll let Mod know when we need to crack open that box of rocks. The rocked box. We'll call it the rocked box because it's not a box of rocks. It's a box that's covered in rocks. Boxy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, so that's it. Okay, so now I've confused myself here. Let's go ahead and move on to actual stuff that we can talk about. Japanese have started to release the 3rd season of MLP dubbed. And that has led to a wonderful little treasure trove of about 4 different YouTubes here of the Japanese of the songs in season 3 in Japanese.
Perfect.
So now we get the fun little mixture of, instead of the awesome Japanese song that we have playing whenever we're talking about anime.
Oh dear God. Dear God, I'm listening to Bad Seed. It's so adorable. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, just to avoid problems, we're not going to play all of it. Here's a success song. It rolls off your tongue, doesn't it? And the ballad.
The Ballad of the Crystal Empire.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing, though. As long as Japan does the remainder of the series, we can still technically have the show and start comparing it and rewatching old episodes knowing context.
No, we have to first learn Japanese, though.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Given the fact that I was, at the very least, able to communicate through very little learned Japanese, aside from, like, anime, to a group about my Hollow Knight cosplay, I think I'm good.
Right.
I'm not great, I'm not professional, but I think I'm at least good enough to ask. That way, 1, 2, 3, and 1 through 6.
I'm very impressed by you. That is not what we're talking about. We're going to go ahead and move on here. And for those of you who are big collectors of things in the Brony community and you want to have a massive archive of it all to save and store away on hard drives, like some sort of crazy cave troll determined to make sure that every single bit of history of the Brony community is kept in case some horrible thing ever happens to the internet, so that we have to go back to the age of tape players and the word of mouth, God forbid.
Second, you really shouldn't be mean to the archive sites. They are too nice.
Dude, I love the archive sites. I back up a lot of crap. Do you know what I do every day, every time I go to the show? I put down this 4K downloader, and I download a lot of videos that have come out this week. I make sure I back up a lot of crap. I have 3-4 terabyte external hard drives full of stuff. It's not organized in any way, and I'm in real trouble if I ever have to try to organize it. But I have it. I have so much crap. But in any case...
Dude, I know. This is what I was trying not to make it the joke about you.
Right. Yeah, except you kind of did. And now I'm moving him to the lonely corner so I can try to finish up at least this one statement. So, the Pony Music Archive has updated their archive up to this year, and with 40,000 tracks from 3,000 artists and 200 compilation albums in one massive 615 gigabyte raw, 732 1.7 gigabyte raw quality torrent that you can download off of their website right now.
So, who says this community's dying again?
Actually, the fact that they're doing a massive archive isn't evidence that it's thriving, but it is good evidence that they care about the history of the community, which is also a really good thing.
Well, also, boss, remember when Alex S decided, hey, I'm leaving, and we lost access to a few of his stuff that wasn't saved anywhere?
No.
That's probably one of the reasons why we're having archivists for the music.
And no, it's just general history. I mean, it's just general internet history. There's a lot of stuff that gets artists and creators take it down because they're either leaving or they feel ashamed or they're angry, or there's many reasons why people take down this stuff. But it happens enough that there's been a history of this well before even ponies ever existed. At least our ponies existed. And even before then. Or do I have to go into the burning of the Library of Rome?
Alexandria.
I'm going to go ahead and mute Toa for a few seconds here. For correcting me. But in all seriousness, this is just so that we can get through this. Pony Music Archive is now available. Of course, they've also upgraded it so that people who do create music in the community and want to add their music to the archive have the ability to submit and put their music in with the archive, so it will continue to grow as it is as well. However, they're also really nice about it, because if you don't have 732 gigabytes worth of space to designate towards a download of the archive, they also have a high-quality compressed version, 430, and also 84 gigabytes of phone quality, if you just want to carry it around on your phone. And now that I finally said my piece on the subject and we can move on, I'm going to go ahead and unmute Toa. We'll see how long this lasts.
Really muted?
Yes, actually you were. Moving on.
Well, I didn't see it.
Well, it's because I know how to mute you without you knowing. Moving on. The merchandise area. IDW has released what's soon to be a short comic box. Now, of course, short comic boxes are they're comic boxes, but they're smaller. They're reasonable size. You can carry them without having to, it's not big. It's short, but it can carry probably about 200 issues. I actually have 2 short boxes right now full of pony comics. And you can already bet your skippies that I already pre-ordered this over at my local comic store. However, if you are interested at all in having all of your pony comics in a pony-themed box, and by the worlds, why wouldn't you be? This is awesome. And it's fun. And it's silly. And it's wonderful. And it's, yes, in fact, I don't know why I'm telling you this. Go buy it now. Go to your local comic store. If not do that, go to websites. Go online. Buy the box. What was I saying? Right, boxes.
You were praising the short box of the name.
Yes, the box. This box will be coming out in November, and it will allow you to keep all your pony comics in a pony box. Or if not pony comics, you can put other stuff in the box. Why not? So yeah, I already pre-ordered mine. I got a few friends locally that want to get one too. If you're interested, please go for it. It's worth it. I say it's worth it. So, moving on to other merchandise news. Unfortunately, another baby figure has come. The My Baby Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah.
The thing is...
that's one thing Second is not gonna buy.
Yes, however, this is probably one of the few things that actually can be rooted in actual continuity, because there was a small MLP special that had Twilight turning into an infant after trying to get rid of a horn cold, I guess you would say. If you all recall that.
I remember that simply because of how funny it was.
It was definitely.
And people are going, Twilight was never a baby alicorn. They apparently didn't watch the little online special.
Perma-ducklet, unfortunately. Well, even if it was a small special, this is still an abomination to God, and I hope somebody burns for it. However, things like this have to happen, so I will abide by it and just ignore it. Heavily.
Also, don't forget, before this, we did have a baby version of Spike, so... Yeah.
Ignoring Toa. But no...
Oh boy, I'll be right back. My computer's infected.
Okay. Well, while he's off and about, let's go ahead and go into the next little bit of news. Semi-merch related. The comics have released issue 81. This one issue, of course, deals with Rumble, who is actually learning how to fly with the Wonderbolts with his brother, and unfortunately gets into a horrible accident that cripples his wings. But he was still going to perform as a guest in the Wonderbolt show. But now that he's been grounded, he doesn't know how he's going to do it. Until him and Scootaloo decide to check out the history of Wonderbolt's museum and find out about an Earth pony that made a glider to actually be a Wonderbolt way, way, way back when. So Scootaloo decides to give Rumble the glider so that he can participate in the show, effectively basically making it so Scootaloo doesn't fly again.
Well, she chose not to fly.
But she could have flown. She could have flown.
Could have been the best.
She could have just flown. I mean, for crying out loud, she could have flown. They had a glider. It was there. It's there now. Why?
Also, this might actually be a real thing after everything's down. That Rumble is now crippled.
No, Rumble is not permanently crippled. It's just a wing injury, like Rainbow Dash had.
Okay, that's the thing. I'm like,
well, I don't mean.
Be careful.
I don't mean like actual crippled. What do you? Jeez.
You know, like when you break your toe and you go, "Ow, that hurt," and you have to walk on it for a month afterwards. Is that type of crippled?
Actually, it's more like breaking your ankle and you can't even walk on it for a little while. You're just kind of laying there in bed and you have your leg raised and you can't do anything about it, even though you're perfectly healthy except for that ankle, and it sucks.
That's how stubborn you are.
Yeah. But it's not a magic glider either. It's just literally bamboo sticks and a tarp spread over it.
Or is it leather?
I don't know. Little column A, little column B.
Yeah, basically we are going Avatar The Last Airbender on this, teaching people how to glide.
In any case, I did like some of the some of the character designs, not OC, character designs that they had for this, including the Earth pony that designed the glider. He just had like this giant mane from hell. There's also
he has the floof.
There was also the interesting Pegasus that you never see anywhere else that causes Rumble's crash, and you never see her again. Literally pops in, causes a crash, pops out. So we're gonna call her
plot convenience Pegasus.
Well, actually, we're just gonna call her plot device.
Pegasus
that
plot
could
device. Be a name.
Actually, I wonder if there is already a character called plot device.
I'm almost certain there is one plot device named Pony in OC somewhere.
So, who wants to look at shirts?
Oh, shirts.
Yep. TeePublic, once again, is doing their sales. Of course, this is for the holiday weekend of Labor Day. So, by the time, if you're seeing this in archive, you may not have a chance to get these at these wonderful Labor Day sales. Except a lot of them are saying 2 day, 1 day. So, there's a chance, I guess, maybe.
If we catch it right
if we put this up on Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe.
Not happening. But let's go ahead and look at the fun ones here. Of course, we're going to start off with Pinkie Pie as a noodle.
The pink noodle, the princess.
Actually, that's a horrible interpretation of it.
I freaking love rubber hose style whenever it's done for fun. It can be done creepy. I'm not going to deny that.
Yep. Along with that, we also have the My Little Pony Princesses t-shirt. I personally like this one because of the rainbow thing that they have behind it. It just kind of reminds me of one of those old Looney Tunes logos for some weird reason.
Actually, I do believe that's a very similar thing to, like, Tiny Toons. You know, at the end of the episode,
I was...
say goodnight, Babs.
Yeah, but I was trying to go for a reference that people knew more than just Tiny Toons. But hey, thanks for playing.
Eh.
Alright. Then we got Cheer Flash. Flash in a cheering outfit.
I'm down.
And now we know where Toa lies and things. So, here's my little dumpster fire. Just because we had to throw something like that out here. Then we got Brony's. The shirt will speak for itself once you see it.
I see it, and god dang it, that song's playing in my head.
Okay, so it's okay. I was gonna say, whether or not to question Toa depended on what kind of cheer outfit that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the YouTube. By the way, YouTube feed is always way behind. So that's
No, yeah,
this is why
YouTube.
I have Twitch up on.
YouTube and Twitch are way behind, and one of these days I really gotta try to set up Discord to just broadcast through to broadcast my screen as well.
Is that?
But yeah,
actually-
Ocellus as Bug Life.
Yeah, that's definitely silly.
Alright, and of course we also have a Neric t-shirt. All honesty, this is probably one I would so want to get if I saw it at a convention.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, second, Twitch is probably like 3 to 4 seconds behind.
Yeah, I know. I know it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You're ruining the magic.
You're ruining the magic of the moment. Just let people enjoy it.
And Polyman64 says, male cheerleaders don't use pom-poms.
It's fine.
Actually, I can't say whether they do or not. I haven't been in high school for years, so I can't. Now here's one that is pony referencing, but admittedly this is disturbing as hell. Your little princess is my little pony t-shirt.
That is creepy beyond all reason.
Yes. Anybody else see the creepiness in that? Please. I'm wondering if I was insane, but
Nope, I don't see the creepy in it. What are you talking about creepy?
Also, for What's Up, Brody, I did see a little girl decked out in MOP stuff with a string butt Applejack while I was at the counter working at McDonald's last week. It was adorable, and I tried my best not to just have a shitting grin on my face because that would be creepy.
I'm sure it would be.
Hey,
Anyway, we're quickly moving on to other fun things. Here's Sunset Shimmer as a bat. We're just gonna rapid fire the rest of these here. Stranger Ponies, Stranger Things with characters as ponies. Y'all know this was happening.
honestly, it's a good shout out and crossover.
Toakoi, be quiet until I finish. Then we got the Pony t-shirt from the Twilight Trivia episode. Then we have Apple Bloom staring at you with her dead eyes. I'm just gonna let that sit for a second.
It's staring into my soul, and I'm afraid.
You don't see it yet.
Yes, I do.
Moving on. Then we got I'm a Brony t-shirt. I'm a Brony. I love friendship. I drink cider. I like books. I don't own guns. I protect my waifu. If you don't like it, move. What the hell?
I mean, it was
This is
yeah.
It went from interesting to cringy as hell real fast.
Yeah, I really.
Yeah.
I'll give him
Yeah.
credit. Then here's the P800 Terminator pony.
And we go from a shirt saying "I don't own guns" to Terminator.
Well, I
And-
do own guns. so
And just
I-
because we have to do something completely different, here's Deadpool riding a rainbow maned Pegasus. No, rainbow maned unicorn. Not
I was about to
referencing-
go, Boss, we need to have you tested again?
No, be quiet.
I was also gonna say, I'm pretty sure that there's already a shirt like that out there that I'm pretty sure GameStop was selling.
I wouldn't be surprised. I
Yeah,
really wouldn't.
With a
there
with
was.
with a much more highly detailed unicorn.
Yeah, it's just much more highly detailed.
Also, it
pictures
was
than
in
being all
the
chibi.
ending credits of the movie.
Well, in any case, so yeah, there's that. Just letting, and yeah, T Public, lots of fun shirts. So we're gonna go ahead and move on here to the last little bit of news we have. Our friends over at Fall of Anterfold has released Red Code Hazard, which is their remake, basically a reboot of their bioweapon game that they originally released some time ago. And this one actually deals with the better controls that they recently released in their last few games. So it's essentially a bit of a reboot and a better control scheme, so it can actually be played a lot better than their previous one.
So you're saying your characters don't drive like tanks anymore?
They'll drive a little bit like tanks, but they'll drive a lot better than the normal tanks, and you can actually shoot things properly.
Yes!
I know, right?
So they went from very bad Resident Evil to at least Resident Evil 1.
Well, they went more from like bad controls to good idea, decent controls. Which, all honesty, that is a major improvement in games that I can never talk enough of. So I won't. Instead, I'm going to say there's also a compilation album for those of you who love dubstep. Never Say Nay, Black Stable Volume 2. Of course, you can get it over at Bandcamp as well.
See how many out? Okay.
Yep. Never Say Nay, Black Stable Volume 2, over a complete dubstep compilation that you can get for whatever price you want over at Bandcamp. I already picked it up. I bought it for technically $1.32 because I gave them two. They're actually not in the United States; they're in another country, so the currency was different. But I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, be sure to check it out, especially if you like dubstep and you want to support artists. And finally, Equestria at War 1.6 Sundered South mod has been released. So this is. Oh, so you play Hearts of Iron?
Yes, Commander and I play it on and off, and this version of the mod does a lot to Equestria's social tree.
Ooh.
Such that the ways to break off into Luna being in charge, or Nightmare Moon being in charge, or Daybreaker being in charge, it's a lot.
Oh, we
It's
really
great.
should. We should really play that for either Winchester Wednesdays or some other
It's
thing.
not a great stream game, I feel.
But yeah, it takes a while to set everything up.
Yeah, but it is if there's a game set up, ready to go, to just show, it might be worth doing a little bit of.
Yeah.
But otherwise, people that like large war kind of things, this is a great thing, and there's a lot of social aspects of this you can do, because the way I learned was Commander was in charge of the army and production stuff. I was just doing all the social diplomatic choices, and there was a lot for even me to go through.
Well, then again, between the two of you, you're very diplomatic, and he's more, I'm going to do the army how I want it
Well,
done.
lately we've been doing some more mixed runs where we're not running the same country. I think currently I'm trying to do Stalingrad as communist, while he took the Changeling Empire, or no, the Crystal Empire, trying to go communist, but not go King Sombra.
Ah!
That's a nice line that you have to walk.
Oh, that seems like a fun thing just to have, just to see, really.
It's fun and interesting, but yeah, not nice streamable type of game.
Yeah,
But yeah,
well,
definitely, if you have Hearts of Iron 4, check this out. You will have fun, and I know that they are working on making a whole nother continent for zebras, because currently there's just the pony continent and then the griffin continent.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
And the griffin continent has so much infighting, it is beautiful.
It fits, though!
at least in regards to calling this a streaming game, honestly, I wouldn't stream it if you're doing like an active, heavy action stream or something like does a lot of crazy stuff going on. But if you're doing like a quiet, low down, low key stream, you know, you're just relaxing, maybe talking lightly, like an RPG stream, you'd probably be okay with this. But yeah, I wouldn't play this if you're like an active Let's Player that does really action packed or games that have a lot of activity.
Yeah, I guess that's more of a thing where if you slow things, then this would be fine. If you do like first-person shooters and stuff, this would not be fine.
Well, there's a lot of things where you have to go, well, okay, I need to pause, I need to justify a war goal here, I need to do all of this with all of my other units, do all this with my production, make sure things are ready so that when that war goal is ready to be set so I can start that war, my units are set and as powerful as I need them to be.
Yeah. By the way, to be perfectly honest, that whole thing with like, the whole thing you're talking about, like what type of streamer you are. I mean, to be perfectly honest, a lot of streamers that I know of actually like a wide variety of games. The problem is that they
the
can't
audience.
play. Yeah, it's more down to the audience.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
I guess being the streamer you are is more. It's more the audience that you cater to is probably the better answer, the better response.
Yeah.
Also, second, we could do this after you finish the messenger.
No, we can't. We cannot do this after the messenger. The problem with my stream is that it is not one of those laid back things. At least that slot is usually more for a little bit more actiony or quicker paced games. Remember when I tried to do Neverwinter Nights? So it would have to be.
If I take a Wednesday stream, but that
Well-
would be something that I would need to have
Advanced knows
ready,
them.
so that I'm not going in and starting something. I'm going into something that I've pushed a couple months in.
But yeah,
That way, there's things set up in the background.
but yeah. If you are at all interested, it's easy enough to do. I mean, it has a Steam Workshop, so you can literally just go into Steam Workshop, and really didn't link it.
It's linked.
Really, I clicked on the Equestria War Steam Workshop, and it just brought me to the basic Steam Workshop.
Type MLP into the search bar.
Oh, they didn't link it correctly.
Yeah, I guess they
But
didn't.
yeah,
link,
just search Equestria War, and it should pop right up.
but also make sure that you are in the right game here, because yeah, we got 140 games here. We are obviously not in the right one. Oh, Skyrim. That's another.
Ooh.
But actually,
Okay.
Skyrim's a whole nother one. I gotta do a whole show based off of just because of all the pony mods on it. But that's another case. So
Boss,
that,
we
no,
can worry about
no. We're moving on. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the fan submissions and suggestions. Of course, our challenge of the week was cover protest. Oh, I'm sorry.
Cover album art. There we go.
Basically, use album art and music covers, things like that.
The
And-
Equestria Daily posted link to the wiki, which does have the link to the Steam page.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So music covers was the challenge of the week, and the protest initiative challenge was Limey,
Limmy.
Limmy or length?
or female circuit, essentially. What was Limmy again?
Lyra
Gummy and Lyra.
Oh yeah,
Specifically
Gummy
Lyra
Lyra.
and
Yeah, I remember now, Lyra Gummy. Yeah.
Which looked a lot like you.
But the Lyra and Tank, that was almost spot on.
Unfortunately, I do have to apologize once again. I didn't get my art done in time. I don't know what happened to the time I had, and things just kind of spiraled out of control for me once again, which
Come on, man.
I know I hate myself for it. But
I got home at 6:30 and I drew something.
I am going to redouble my efforts on this. I promise everybody here. This is my fault because I'm not scheduling myself well, and that I'm not going to deny that I screwed up with it. So I am going to work my absolute hardest to do better, so that I can also contribute art to you guys. But for those of you who did submit art, we do have 2 entries from Deathlight Productions and Suki. No, Toa. Sorry, Suki. Though I'm sure you would have.
Okay, no, I can put something. I can put something in there. Sir, let's see. I could do a song. Okay. Circuit was walking along one day when his nuts got ripped off. Now he's a woman.
Oh man!
We really push our ratings around here, don't we?
Hey, I didn't use any cuss words or anything in that.
I think the sad part is I just literally added Suki in with a jingle at 50 minutes in. Because he actually pretty much started singing 50 minutes into it.
Perfect.
So yeah, you got the jingle. Okay, so we got that, but we also here's Toakoi, who does the mains. Send in the clones. Covers are Link with Limey. Oh, I'm a limey bastard. Anyway, so basically it's me, it's Link, Lynk, and also Gummy Lyra. So I'm guessing they're me and two Lyras.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like an interesting fan fiction, that's for sure. And and it's a parody that he based it off of. Unfortunately, the one thing that I have to keep pointing out every single time is the shading is way too dark.
You can't see anything.
That's why I have the second image down below.
Well, I know. Well, you did post the image that you based it off of, and you also posted the image that you created off of it. By the way, one of their eyes looks really off kilter too.
One thing said the clones was one of the things.
The clones look like they're horribly mutated, man. I feel like they're going to start asking for Baby Ruth and asking for, hey, you guys! Somebody gets that reference. I'm sure a few people got that reference, but no.
Yeah, we're old.
Seriously though, I mean, I don't know which was worse. The eyes needed work, man. I'm just gonna say it outright.
I'm not going to deny that.
The eyes needed work, and the shading needed a lot less. You just needed to really lighten up on it. You needed to bring it so it's just a little shaded. It looks like we're walking in a prison in the dark. You can't even tell there's ponies there. But this is honestly just constructive criticism. And what the good things that you did, the colors were good. You did base it off of both of the character mismatches and myself. And you did also switch up the main styles a little bit, so each of them were, the coloring was similar but still unique to each one. So, yeah, props on that. So, yeah, it's a little good, a little bad. Work on the eyes and the shading, please. But that's for that one. And we also have Fire Release by Deathlight Productions. Which,
when you're on a budget and can only do something in 30 minutes.
Hey, 30 minutes is 30 minutes. I will give it.
I was looking around at a lot of heavy metal albums and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, they have a lot of their faces being burned off and stuff.
Yeah,
this character forever. Let's do this.
I was about to say, here's the thing. Yeah, for metal, you're gonna get a lot of that stuff. I was gonna tell you if you wanted to go find really artistic album covers, go look in the prog rock category.
Yeah, I just see, I just got really quick. I haven't drawn this character in a while. Oh, let's look around real quick. Ooh, heavy metal. They have a lot of flaming faces. We'll go with that.
Quick word of advice. If you're downloading the Pony Music Archive, do not use uTorrent. It is full of malware.
Well, no, I use QBitTorrent.
That's what I'm using right now.
Cool deal.
But for some reason, they recommended that.
Maybe they got a better one or that doesn't have the problem. I don't know. Well, in any case, we're good word of advice, so keep it in mind, everybody. So, yeah, I'm going to give this a Deathlight. Because you can actually see what the character is. Plus, the fact that it got it done in 30 minutes and it looks pretty decent, pretty good and very decent. That deserves all the props to me. So, Deathlight...
Kind of messed up with the skull, but whatever. fine.
It looks like a cover art. Besides, you ever see some of the cover art they come out with? It really looks messed up.
There's some really trippy ones. If you look for synthwave cover art, you think your mind is being slowly sucked away.
In any case, now comes the time for next week's challenge. Because we do want to have a challenge, and since I will be going to a comic convention, I'm pretty sure I'll have some downtime, and I will be able to draw. And so help me, I will have art! But, of course, we need to give ourselves a challenge or something to work towards, because that is a great and awesome thing to do. And so, my challenge for next week will be draw a pony, or write about a pony, or music up a pony, or jingle a pony. You can do what Suki just did. You can write a jingle about a pony as a comic character. Of course, this comic character could be a real comic character or a fiction one. Which to make sure I clarify what I mean by that. When I say real comic book character, I'm talking about one that is actually a known comic book character like Superman, Wolverine, the Daredevil, Vampirella, whatever you got.
And be like, this is done.
No.
Technically, you're not wrong.
I will draw Owlman.
You know, technically, you technically wouldn't be wrong, but let's try to actually get a comic book superhero, or at least a comic book character that's different from the franchise that you're pulling from. So Twilight Sparkle dressed as Fluttershy would not exactly fly. Quote
And
unquote.
yes, there is such a thing as Owlman. He's negative
I know
Batman.
he is the knockoff Batman.
Yeah, we know
That's the
about.
thing.
We know
He's
about
the B
that.
class. He's the B class Batman.
Yes.
No, he's the evil Batman.
Any case, that is my challenge. Of course, now we have Cold Dust here. We can find out about the protest challenge.
Protest Initiative challenge this week is Crazy Face.
Sweet. Just add googly eyes to your superhero.
Do it.
No, this just means that every single superhero we're going to get now is going to be a Joker knockoff. We're just going to have Fluttershy as the laughter. We're going to have Pinkie Pie as the chuckler. We're going to have Twilight Sparkle as the giggler. I don't know.
Clearly, I've not watched a lot of Linkara's shows because I can pull from a lot of things.
I
And
gotta be honest, I did not know that there were that many variations of the joke.
I'm making joke. I'm joking around. I have no idea what variations there are. I'm literally coming up with synonyms.
Honestly, you could have just played it off because I wouldn't have known. I don't know anything about Batman.
Well,
or
how about we have
any
Rainbow
superhero movies?
How about we have Rainbow Dash as the diddler?
Diddle kid.
Diddle kid.
Oh dear.
But yes, protest challenge, crazy faces. So if you just want to do something simple and just have a pony with a crazy face, you can go right just for the protest. Or if you want to mix both of the options, you can do both the main challenge and the protest. You can do them separately, and you can also just do the main challenge, whatever you want to do. And it doesn't have to be just art. You can write a jingle. You can write a short story. You can write a novel. You can write a
I will
poem,
say, if you
a haiku.
If you do crazy faces, I want you to push yourself. See how crazy you can get. Go ahead, have fun.
A crazy face at dawn brings joy and entertainment. The masses are pleased.
It
Oh
is
my
snowing
God.
on. It is snowing on Mount Fuji.
Yes. Oh I'm more surprised I actually managed to haiku out of that. That's kind of funny.
I'll give extra bonus points to whoever can actually make a fanfic that's specifically just about a crazy face. That is just the whole center point of it.
What's
Go
that on your
for it.
face? It was pain.
There's something on your face. It was pain.
Yes.
Also, just a quick shout out to Lunar Star Pony, who actually who's actually followed us on Twitter for a while and finally got our show live. He actually is in China, if I believe, because he's literally across the world from me, an exact 12-hour difference.
Oh damn!
And also,
Hi, and good morning.
also Lunar Star did recently join our Discord, and he's also set up a simul broadcast. and also a kind of a simul YouTube over in China of our shows.
Nice.
To let people over there know. So we might actually become famous in China. So we may not be big in Japan, but we'll become. I know that actually is kind of scary, but I promise you that will not change my viewpoint of the great imperialistic land of China. I'm sorry, that's terrible. That is terrible, but I do want to give a big warm shout out to Luna Star